Hi, Dope.
Oh, hi, Maynard.
Anybody been around looking for me?
No, Maynard.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You're positively sure?
All right, Maynard. Somebody was here looking for you. He was about 11 feet tall, completely purple, with a propeller on both heads.
Did he leave a message?
Maynard, I've no time for your sparkling conversation. I've tons of work to do, and every ounce of it can wait. Hello, my dear. I'm Dobie Gillis, and I am at your command forever, heart, body, and soul.
I'm Betty Sue Fosdick. May I have this stuff with bread, please?
Ah, yes. I suppose even an angel must eat.
How charming you are.
How lovely you are.
How sick I are.
Allow me to carry this package to your car, my great tawny animal. Or better still, directly to your home and hearth. Maynard, watch the store and don't goof. Mom, you're tearing me away from the only girl I'll ever love.
Love her on your own time, not when you're supposed to be working.
Don't you want me to get some fun out of life?
Dobie, dear, you must think that I spend all my time just thinking up schemes to make your life miserable.
What are mothers for?
Maynard, never mind.
Son, I'm going to run over to the lodge and see if the boys over there have got a pinnacle going. Hello, Winnie. You're looking lovely today.
Herbert, do you think it's nice to play cards with those loafers at the lodge in the middle of the day when you should be working?
Oh, I wasn't really going over to the lodge. I was just making a little joke.
Herbert, you're lying.
Winnie, I'm lying.
I know it. Now get to work. When, oh, when will you both learn to do things properly the way I tell you?
Son, your mother is a wonderful woman.
She's a gem.
She is one in a million.
She's a princess.
She's a warden.
True. Oh, boy, I wonder what it would be like to spend a couple of weeks with no, now, Herbert, do this. Now, Herbert, don't do that. Now, Herbert, stop hanging around with them loafers down at the lodge. Oh.
Boy, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Do whatever we want, whenever we want to do it. Boy, what a life.
Oh, boy, what a dream.
Dobie! Herbert! I got a letter from my sister. She wants me to come to Cleveland and spend a couple of weeks with her. Do you think I ought to go?
This is my mother, Mrs. Winifred Gillis. She's one of nature's noblemen. Since the day I was born, through the difficult years of infancy and childhood and adolescence, she's been, well, like a mother to me. So when we saw that she was serious about going away to Cleveland for 2 weeks, you can imagine how we felt.
2 weeks? Oh, why not make it 3?
Somehow I have the feeling that you're happy that I'm going away.
Me?
Yes, Herbert.
Yes, Herbert.
Maynard, you keep quiet.
Mom, the only reason we want you to go away is because we love you and we want you to have a good time.
Sure, see, and the longer you stay away, the more we'll love you, so stay away a good long time, huh? Winnie, that's not what I mean.
Mom, Dad, only meant that we love you the same whether you're here or someplace far away.
True.
So why not make it easy on everybody by going someplace far away? You know?
Well, that's all right, dear. I think I know what you mean.
You do?
I do. But I can't go away and leave you two boys here alone. I mean, day and night I'd be worrying. No, I can't face it. I'm not going.
What's the worry? Why, we'll be fine.
Mom, we can cook and take care of the house just great.
Why, sure, we'll keep everything in ship-shape shape.
Well,
We'll manage beautifully without you.
well,
They'll probably burn the house down.
that's what I'm afraid of.
Come
Mom,
on.
please, please.
Honey, listen to reason. We will run everything just fine.
Hey, but not too fine.
No, not too fine. Just fine enough, and Maynard, you keep quiet.
Well, I do want to see my sister. But you promise that you're not trying to get rid of me.
Me? Winnie, why, such a thought never once entered into my head.
Your head? Oh, come now.
Look, we better get down to the depot. We don't want you to miss your train.
The train don't leave for 4.5 hours.
It don't pay to take chances, and Maynard, you but I.
Well, all right, Herbert. It's against my better judgment, but I'm going.
No, don't you worry about a thing, Mom. We'll keep this place in perfect shape.
You certainly will. I've asked Mrs. Finchley from next door to look in every day and keep an eye on you.
Mrs. Finchley?
Old Ironside.
Mrs. Finchley is a fine, efficient woman.
Mrs. Finchley is a fine, efficient nut.
She'll fit in good here.
Cleveland.
What are you boys doing?
Practicing the lodge handshake.
Yeah,
Oh, no, they wasn't, Mrs. G. They were celebrating.
Maynard.
She just never prospected.
Maynard, that's prosper and never mind. We've got to get Mom to the train on time.
Yes, yes, come on, honey. It's 3.5 blocks to the depot, and we've only got 4 hours to make it.
Need I tell you that Mom had absolutely no reason to worry about Dad and me? Once she was gone, we were as neat as pins, as clean as whistles, as efficient as robots. Take, for example, how we handled the dishes. On that, with all due modesty, I've got to give us an A+. Did we toss the dishes around carelessly? No, sir. After we were through eating, we stacked them very, very neatly. Wonderful meal, Dad.
was. Tomorrow we're going to have corn on the cob. Or did we have corn yesterday? Let's see. No, that was Tuesday.
Yeah, that's the life, huh, Dad?
Oh, it sure is.
How about cleanliness? Well, even if I say so myself, and I do, we rate another top grade. I mean, the way we took care of that house, there wasn't a single speck of dust anywhere in sight. Where'll I put it, Dad?
Oh, I got just the place for that. And your mother thought we couldn't keep this place clean. Pretty good idea.
It's okay for now, but what's going to happen when she finds all this dust?
I said it was a pretty good idea, not perfect.
Neatness? Right. Another A+. You might figure we wouldn't bother about minor items, you know, making beds and like that. But not us. No, sir. Every morning, bright and early, our beds were put into tip-top shape. Ready, Dad?
I'm ready, son. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous. Mom would be proud of us.
Yeah, and she thought we were going to turn this place into a run-down, beat-up, broken-down mess.
You rang?
Oh, hi, Maynard.
Like hi, Mr. G. Like hi, Dobie. Hey, what you got hidden under there?
Nothing, Maynard.
Sure you have. It's a dead body. I seen the whole thing in the late movie on television. You're gonna keep it in there till you can put it in the cement and take it down the river and...
Maynard, what is it?
I scared myself.
Now you know how we feel when you show up. No, son, I got a few of the Lodge brothers coming over this evening for a little pinochle, okay?
Sure, Dad, and I've got a date with Betty Sue Fosdick, so I'll probably be getting home kind of late, okay?
Sure. You go your way, I'll go mine.
Yeah.
That's the way us bachelors live. Free and easy. No nagging, no back
boy,
talk.
oh boy, this is the life, huh, Dad?
Oh, it sure is.
And I sure do love that rough, manly sense of humor.
Oh, man, get lost.
Some more rough, manly humor, Mr. G. Oh, us rough, manly men sure got a rough, manly sense of humor. Hey, wouldn't it be the greatest if another rough, manly man, namely me, moved in with some other rough, manly men, namely you? I mean, we'd be like the Four Musketeers.
Move in here. You, Maynard?
You, Maynard?
Me, Maynard.
No, Maynard.
Oh, I'd
and
be
the
sweet as
next
sugar.
time I hear from you, I want it to be by airmail.
Aha!
Oh, Mrs. Finchley.
Winnie warned me this house would look like a disaster area.
We didn't want to let you down.
Hello, Mrs. Finchley.
I said I'd keep an eye on you two. Looks like I got here just 2 steps ahead of the wrecking crew. First of all, we're going to clean this room from top to bottom. Now.
I can't, Mrs. Finchley. I've got a date.
Yes, and I got to get over the lodge hall.
You want a bet? Start cleaning.
Look, Mrs. Finchley, we
Quiet,
appreciate-
Buster, and get to work. Good heavens, what's this?
How do, Mrs. Finchley? I'm Maynard G. Krebs.
Don't bother me with your problems. You're not living here, are you?
Me, your worship?
Because if you are, I'm backing out of my promise to Winnie. I said I'd look after her husband and her son, but not the neighborhood flotsam and jetsam.
Dictatorship.
Dear boy, let me tell her the story. Maynard here has been living with us ever since Mrs. Gillis left town, and he is going to keep on living here.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
I thought it would.
Friendship is all right in its place, but this is ridiculous.
Mr. G, you want me to live here? Oh, for joy, for joy.
Well, it ain't exactly my idea of heaven, but you're better than that old battle axe.
And Huter, too.
And on second thought, this may be the biggest mistake of the age.
Oh, no, Mr. G, it won't be no trouble at all. In fact, you won't even hardly know I'm here.
Cease, desist, quiet.
Mr. G, don't you dig music? You ought to get with it.
I ought to get examined. That's what I ought, letting you move in here in the first place.
You're all heart, sir.
Look, if you are going to live here, and I am afraid you are, couldn't you do something to make yourself a little useful around here?
Yes, sir, your ghostship. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
I know I'm going to regret this question, but Maynard, why are you keeping the carrot tops?
For my rabbits, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. They're moving in tomorrow. Oh, you'll love them, Mr. G. I mean, all furry and soft and cuddly, and their noses go. All the time.
And if your rabbits are moving in tomorrow, you are moving out tonight.
I'll buy that, and you win. No rabbits. My father won't let me keep them either. I mean, every time I bring him in the house to play dominoes, he cries. Mr. G, you're looking at a very miserable creature.
Son, you are looking at a very happy grocer.
Dad, you are looking at a very happy grocer's son.
Freedom. Greatest invention since easy credit. I'm going to run over to the lodge and sit in on a little civic betterment meeting.
Yeah, pinochle?
Pinochle.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to stay here and take care of some unfinished business.
A girl?
A girl.
Oh, isn't that marvelous? Me over at the lodge, you in the store, yet we both got freedom.
Yeah, Dad. See you later, Dad.
Hi, Dobie.
Ah, Betty Sue, my tiger. How sweet and yet how typical of you to drop in to see me while I work.
I'm happy to do it, Dobie. I've looked all my life for a boy like you. Fine, hardworking, trustworthy, loyal.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I would.
I wouldn't.
Oh, hello, Maynard. Goodbye, Maynard.
Dobe, I want you and Mr. G to know that I'm trying to be a 100% helpful member of the family, so down all the phone calls that come in today.
Oh, fine, Maynard, fine. Now, where were... Oh, yes, I was trustworthy and loyal.
Monica Monahan says to call her as soon as you dump the snooty creep you've been chasing. No offense, you snooty creep.
Well,
Maynard, will you please go
Don't bother
outside?
thanking me now, Dobe. I got a lot more. And they even get better. Gretchen Trondheim phone, will you please send back the $3 you borrowed from her on your last date? And she hopes your next girlfriend don't get bamboozled so easy.
well.
Wait, there's more.
Hey, Maynard, do you realize what you're doing to me?
Sure, reading the phone calls that come in. Helpful little beggar, ain't I? Here's one from Geraldine Ogilvy. All it says is, Dobie Gillis, you are a rat.
Dobie Gillis, you are a rat.
Maynard, about you moving in here, maybe we ought to reconsider.
Sure, Dobe, whatever you say, but wait, there's one more message.
Maynard.
It's from Mrs. Finchley. She wants to know when I'm going to move away so she can start coming around and start running things. Hey, what do you know about that old bottle ox?
Maynard, that's battle axe, and stick around, roommate. Stick around.
Stick around? Over my dead body, he sticks around.
That's an awful messy way to do it, but okay, Mr. G.
Dad, I know Maynard's kind of, shall we say, a problem?
Shall we say a major catastrophe?
Yeah, major catastrophe.
I went to shave this morning and all my shaving cream was gone.
I used it all to write Happy Birthday in the Cape for Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. It was beautiful. Oh, and also delicious.
That does it.
Yeah, Dad, now listen. Dad.
Okay, I'll go. I'll go. I'll cry a lot, but I'll go.
Hand up! Mr. Gillis, I just got this letter from Winnie literally begging me to look after you and Dobie. She says in time I may even get used to Maynard.
Sure you will.
Oh, you will, Mrs. Finchley, you will. I'll grow on you, like a wart. You're a very amusing little chap. You want to see my imitation of a chicken?
Daddy, get used to you? Oh, come now. That Winnie comes up with some pretty dumb ideas. Considering she's so brilliant at mahjong.
Maynard! Yes, your grocership, yes.
Oh, stick around, roommate, stick around. Well, enough of this sickening sentiment. I've got work to do. I got a bunch of guys coming up tonight from the lodge for pinochle and eats. Guess what I'm going to give them?
Heartburn.
I'm going to fix up one of my delectable repasts for which I am justifiably famous.
Oh, cabanas of beans and pickled sow belly?
Imported? Oh, this will stir up a lot of talk. You know, it's funny, but Winnie never thinks to fix up a delectable gourmet delight like this.
She's all heart, that woman.
Oh, by the way, Dad, do you know where I can find a clean shirt?
Like this?
Well, not exactly, Maynard. I looked in every drawer in my room. There's not a clean shirt in the place.
Son, if you remember to take care of your shirts like you should, you'd have a clean one now when you need it.
But I did remember. I took all the dirty ones to the laundry on the corner like Mom always does.
But did you remember to pick them up from the corner like Mom always does? Oh, Toby. It's Sunday and the laundry's closed. You know, you worry me sometimes. I'm afraid you're not quite the efficient chip off the old block your old man is.
Doggone it, Maynard. After you and your messages, I had to talk my head off to get a date with Betty Sue tonight. And I've just got to have a clean shirt to wear. A neat appearance makes a big impression on a girl.
True, I find it very valuable.
Hey, what happened to all my clean shirts? My closet is stark empty.
Did you remember to drop them off at the laundry?
Well, of course I remember to drop them off at the laundry.
Did you remember to pick them up?
Well, of course I remember to pick... Oh, I've been so unfair to your mother. She's a wonderful woman, remembering to do all the things that us stupid schnooks forget.
I'll buy that.
How can I entertain my distinguished pinochle-playing lodge brothers in my undershirt? And there's not a clean shirt in the house.
That's discorrect, Mr. G. There is a clean shirt in the house, namely mine.
You, Maynard, a clean shirt?
Yeah, my father always wants me to carry one when I go out. He says it's a long shot, but maybe someday somebody's going to run up in the street and ask me to go on a long trip. And I gotta be prepared.
Oh, you're a good boy, Maynard. Someday I'll do something for you.
You? Oh, come now.
You hold it, Dad. I need this shirt. I've got an important date tonight, and I have to look good.
Yeah, but my lodge brothers who are coming up to play pinochle night are very important people, and I gotta make a big impression
Dad,
on
Betty
them.
Sue's the only girl I'll ever love. Look, Dad.
Dobie, the Bison Lodge is the only lodge I'll ever love.
You got the bigger half, Mr. G. You make the wish.
What's Betty Sue gonna say when she sees me wearing this?
How about...
Maynard,
Yeah, well, what are my lodge brothers going to say when they see me parading around in my undershirt? I'm going to look awful silly.
How about throwing in the trowel?
Maynard, that's towel and never mind. I've spent a lifetime waiting for a girl like Betty Sue to come along, and I'm not going to lose her now. Just wait. I'll think of something that'll make me look presentable.
Dobie, you look ridiculous.
Betty Sue, my angel, I thought we could spend a lovely evening walking hand in hand along the riverbank, and I didn't want to catch cold. I'm the frail, sensitive, artistic type.
Walking along a riverbank is not my notion of a lovely evening. And will you please take off that awful coat? You're embarrassing me.
Hey, I've got it. How about a wonderfully exciting walk down to the airport? I hear they've got a new jet there that's just simply fabulous.
We are staying right here. Will you take off that tent?
In a while, Betty Sue, after it warms up in here.
After it warms up, it's 80 degrees.
Well, that's Fahrenheit. I'm a centigrade man myself.
Dobie, are you or are you not going to take off that crazy horse blanket?
My sweet, I'm freezing.
My sweet, what you are is some kind of a nut.
Look, Betty Sue, I can explain this. Badly, of course. But please listen.
Breathe a dead creep.
Here, don't go, my dove. We haven't danced yet.
Dance? With you decked out like an overdressed Eskimo?
Well, the dances these days are plenty cool. Come, my sweet.
Dobie, everybody's looking at us.
When two hearts beat as one, what does it matter, my dear?
Dobie.
Yes, my tiger? Hi, Dad. Your pinochle game broke up early, huh?
Yeah, their heads I should have broke up early, the bunch of loud mouths.
No? Trouble?
You gotta have trouble trying to run a pinochle game dressed in this stupid pajama top you're in. Martha, give me for Christmas.
Dad, you're beautiful.
Beautiful. I look like a lame-brained jerk. Right?
Man, you should have heard the way the guys whistle at him.
Well, with no clean shirts in the house, what did you expect me to wear?
A gunny sack would have been better than that.
And the way they griped about the yeast. I tell you that garbanzo beans and pickled sow belly is good, healthy food.
3 pinochle players swallowed a slice of coffee. Ain't been heard from since.
Slice of coffee?
So this cooking racket's new to me. It didn't turn out right.
The whole thing was a bust, huh, Dad?
No, I wouldn't exactly say a bust.
I would.
So would I.
Well, my evening wasn't so great either. Say, I wonder if we could call Mom and ask her to come home a few days early.
Oh, now, just a minute, son. We can't chicken out now. We are running this house just as good as your mother could. Well, almost as good.
Dad.
Half as good.
Mr. G.
A quarter as good.
Dad.
Rotten.
That's the word.
I tell you what we gotta do. We gotta buckle down and run this house right.
Well...
Can we do it, you ask?
I didn't hear nobody ask nothing. Did you,
It's
Doc?
impossible, you say.
I didn't hear nobody say nothing. Did you,
But
Doc?
I say to you, we can do it.
You bet we can do it.
Anything a woman can do, even a fine, strapping, healthy woman like your mother, us men can do better. We're bigger, we're stronger, we're smarter. And Dobie,
Yes, Dad?
don't tell your mother I said that. She'll clobber me.
Dad was right. We had to try and straighten ourselves out and run the house just as efficiently as Mom did. But could we do it? At first I was worried about Dad, but he fooled me. He buckled right down and started to improve.
Pinochle at 3 o'clock this afternoon at the Lodge Hall? Oh, no. Not on your life. Positively not, Charlie. I ain't leaving the store at that time in the afternoon. Huh? Oh. Well, maybe I could sneak out about 4.
Dad.
4 dozen eggs, Mrs. Grimsby? Yes, ma'am. Oh, hi, son. What's going on in the outside world?
Dad, I'm ashamed of you. We're trying to get things back on an even keel here, and you still hang on to your old habits.
Oh, I'm just no good, boy. I'm rotten clean through.
No, you're not, Dad.
Yes, he is.
No, I'm not, and you keep out of this. Son, it's just that I can't do anything right unless I got somebody nagging at me.
I'd be happy to nag at you, Mr. G. I'm very good at it.
No, a person has to know inside himself what's right and what's wrong, and then stick to it.
You're a good boy, son, and I'm proud of you.
Well, I try, Dad. I try.
Dobie, I got your note and I've been waiting 20 minutes for you in the mop shop. You're late.
Oh-ho! Carrying on a romance during working hours, huh?
Well, Dad, I just
Oh,
thought that...
for shame. You gotta know inside yourself what's right and what's wrong and stick to it.
You're right, Dad. You're right.
Dobie, are you coming or not?
Betty Sue?
That means no.
Well, I never.
Well, I never either, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Dad, it looks like we're back on the right track, huh?
You bet we are. Work first and play later. We can do it, boy.
Right.
Right.
Dad, I finished the dishes. Do you need any help with the floors?
Never mind. I'm done now. And boy, have I got a case of scrub woman's knees. They're killing me.
Did you finish ironing the shirts?
Yeah, medium starch in the sport shirts and light starch in the dress shirts.
Oh, good work.
Did you put the meat in the oven?
An hour ago, and the sweet potatoes, too.
Yeah, well, tomorrow it's my turn to cook dinner. I think I'll whip up a little lemon meringue pie. I saw a heck of a good-sounding recipe in one of them women's magazines.
Dad, you've really done it. You've turned into a hard-working, efficient, well-organized housewife.
Oh, thanks. And housewife, now hold the phone. I happen to be an all-American, red-blooded house husband. That's what I am, and don't you forget it.
Like hi, Doe. Like hi, ma'am.
Maynard is Dad.
Glorioski, so it is. Ooh, where we live in.
Stand back, everybody. I'm here for an official inspection.
Don't worry, Bill. Don't worry. I'll hold this so the old busybody won't know where you hit all the dirt.
Maynard.
Nobody's gonna get me to move. Not even somebody as big as her.
Maynard, you don't have to do that. We're taking care of this house right.
Well, we'll soon see. Floors look good. No dirt under the rug. Dishes appear in good shape. Food seems satisfactory.
I wish it tasted the same.
Yes? I'm going to write Winnie that you're keeping everything in apple pie order.
What are you so surprised about? It ain't so hard to keep a house in good shape.
Right. All it takes is hard work and energy and application.
No
and
pinochle.
no dates with girls.
No going to lodge meetings.
No movies.
No watching wrestling on television.
No hacking around and having a lot of laughs.
Oh, boy, ain't it a wonderful life.
Wonderful.
Winnie will be pleased to hear how well everything is going. Now she can stay with her sister in Cleveland for another week.
Huh?
What?
Oh, she was worried about you, too. But when I tell her what a fine job you're doing, it'll put her mind at ease and she can stay with her sister a while longer. I'm proud of you. You've done a wonderful job, considering your men.
You mean that just because the house is clean, Winnie ain't coming home?
Right. Aren't you happy?
Let me get this straight. Mrs. G ain't coming back, so I'm gonna stay here another week. True?
True.
Not true.
Then you're not going to stay.
Oh, I'm gonna stay all right, but now that's some of my prized possessions and souvenirs. Now my most prized souvenirs.
Operator, I want to place a call to Cleveland. Mrs. Herbert T. Gillis.
And Cousin Elwood's boy Malcolm is in the 7th grade, and he's doing very well.
7th grade, that's pretty good, huh? You know, we always thought he was kind of a backward kid. How old is he now?
16? Yes, it was a lovely time, and I'm so happy that I went. But I'm even happier to be back with my own boys.
Even me, Mrs. G?
Even you, Maynard.
And Mopsy?
And Mopsy.
And Flopsy?
And Flopsy.
And where's Cottontail?
Where's Cottontail? Probably went down to the corner to shoot a little pool.
Gee, Mom, that was a wonderful dinner. What was that?
Hot and pepper.
House and pepper?
Stewed spiced hare.
Mine wasn't very hairy.
Oh, no, Maynard, dear. That's H-A-R-E hare, like rabbit.
Oh, it was real good, Mrs. G. I never tasted rabbit before. Where's Cottontail? Murderers, that's your murderers.
Boy, under your sweatshirt?
Why, it's cotton.